Hi there, it's Lori, and I'm here with a different yarn management kind of story. I am in a crochet group, and one of the ladies put out a request for a variety of scrap yarn. So I'm like, great, my yarn management will be related to scrap. The reason she wants the scrap yarn is she wants lots of different textures and types because she's making something called, I do not love this name, but a twiddle muff, but it's for patients with dementia, and it helps their brains and their helps them to have something to do with their hands if they're past the point of being able to crochet or knit or whatever they might have done prior uh, to being at that state or level. Obviously for Alzheimer's patients as well. Anyway, so here's all of the scraps, and some are not scraps, that I'm going to be passing along because I don't see myself using them. This was specifically listed as one that you could do. This is that boa yarn. So it's not actually feathers. So we don't want the cats to use that. Feathers would be okay, but this, no, no. But this was specifically listed in some of the twiddle muff patterns. Um, I'm sending this whole ball because I don't see myself using that. And it's kind of almost like a scrubby yarn, but not exactly. So I'm going to send that along. Here's some, what everybody told me was some kind of vintage yarn that I'm going to pass along. Some puzzle yarn that I don't have much left of. I wish I could tell you what colorway that is. I'm not sure. This is more puzzle yarn. I know what colorway this is because I used a lot of it. This is, put this back on here. This is colorway Crossword. Has the most beautiful striping, tans to beige to off-white. It's beautiful. This one has blue with some tans, and it kind of blends in. I'll just leave it in this little baggie for now. This is some Premier Chunk, nope, yes, Parfait. Parfait for sure. I don't know if it was chunky parfait. I don't think so because it's not that thick. This is very soft, like chenille-like, but not actually chenille. I had a little bit of Pompadoodle left. This, from what I read, will be perfect for, she can just put that straight on there. This is some yarn left over from a project you'll see in my Throwback Thursdays. This yarn is fascinating. It's called Casa yarn, or Casa yarn, C-A-S-A. And it literally, I pretty much only have the bumpy part left, but here you can see it's fur. So it has fur, it has boucle, it has chenille, it had blanket yarn. I mean, it had every texture kind of in the same arena of colors. So that's a fun yarn. But that's all I have left from. I got it on clearance from some yarn store that was having a clearance. I don't remember. Just some thick black. I might not actually, I'll separate that out. I won't give that. Some rainbow yarn that just needs to be pulled out or unknit. I can't tell. No, pulled out. I'll do that before I give that to her. You know what? Let's take care of that right now. Anyway, I thought that would be good. I have this little bit of blanket yarn. It's not enough for me to really do much with, but it should do a round or two, or she can make, because with these muffs, like that you put your hands in, what happened there? I'm glad I looked at this before I'm giving this to her. That I might actually cut that little section out. Holy mackerel, what happened? That is crazy. Anyway, I'm also giving her some crinkle paper. I have too many projects on my list. You know how much heavy cream I have to be adding the muffs to my list. But I have lots of things that were mentioned in there. And then, like I said, I'm going to kick that up before I give that to her because that's just, it's rude not to, right? Anyway, so that is my scrap yarn management for this week. I'm passing it along to somebody who is going to use it for the betterment of people with dementia and Alzheimer's. And so I think that's the ideal scrap management. Most of these folks just need something to keep their hands occupied, and they may or may not be able to, deal with a hook or a needle. So that is what the purpose is. I'll link some videos below. Check your local senior center and see if they accept them or want them. and you can certainly do this too. This is literally comes in a roll, sort of looks like wrapping paper. It's the stuff that you put on when you make gift baskets. It's the cellophane that goes around. It was not very expensive to buy it this way, in a big, like a roll, like Christmas wrapping paper, sort of, big roll. So I cut off a pretty good chunk, and you can't even tell I took anything off of that roll. So anyway, it's if you're looking for a project to support those with Alzheimer's or dementia, this is something you can look into. Please check with your local senior center, see if it's something they're looking for. And on that's my yarn management. I'm going to pass on some scraps, make sure they're all organized, and they will go to a good home. Thanks for stopping by. Hi there. I'm going ahead and adding a little bit, so I will fast forward this, but I'm going to show winding this ball on a hand winder. That knot did take me quite a while to get out. It was all sorts of messed up, but here we go with this. Okay, I'm going to add something here. Michael from MDL Designs? MDL something. I will make sure he's linked. He is doing a project. He does Tunisian, and he's doing a project for Alzheimer's in June. Alzheimer's awareness. And I just wanted to say that I did find twiddle muffs that were knitted and twiddle muffs that were crocheted online, but I have not seen a Tunisian version. So I don't know if it's something you want to consider for next year. I know you already have your project planned for June, but Alzheimer's awareness is a big deal. And so any way we can support those folks, and go to MDL's Michael's channel, and particularly in June, but right now is good too. Go and see what he's doing for Alzheimer's awareness, and maybe the following year he'll do a Tunisian version of this. And it's a good way to use your scraps and support a community. So senior centers, assisted living, I guess, what we would used to be called nursing homes. I don't know that they're called that anymore. Are they called that anymore? Anyway, talk to them. If you have lots of novelty crazy yarn that you'd like to find a purpose for, this is a great way to do that. So shout out to Michael in honor of his mother's loss, or the loss of his mother, Alzheimer's awareness, and love to see a Tunisian version. Thanks for stopping in.